What's good, boys? Welcome back to another video. I'm balancing this on a tissue box, but welcome back. It's currently 12 o'clock. I'm so tired right now, bro, but I said I was going to make this video in my head, so I have to do it now, so hence the reason why I'm making this video. But pretty much in this video, I'm going to be explaining my experience as a college student, making decent amount of money. I have like 2, 3, 6-figure businesses, nothing crazy, and I'm doing this in college. So most of you guys watch my videos are in high school or in college, so I'm sure my experiences can give you guys insights on how lazy you are. I'm just kidding, obviously, but I'm sure a lot of you guys are curious on my personal experience as a business owner that still happens to be in school. And obviously, I got certain results at a young age. So, I'm sure you guys are curious on that as well. So pretty simple video, nothing crazy. Just going to give you guys my actual insights into my experiences of owning a business as a nobody. So, I'm just like you guys. I just happen to work a little bit harder, and hence the reason why I'm here. So like I said earlier, it is literally like 1 o'clock, I think. No, it's 12, but the point I'm trying to make is it's late. I'm asleep right after this video. So first things first, okay? A lot of you guys don't know, I started my business fall 2022, when I graduated from high school, and then from the summer from high school to college, that is when I first started my business. But before that, I was still working on a bunch of different businesses: drop shipping, copywriting, Etsy, reselling, Depop, stocks, copywriting, designing, literally everything, okay? And I all failed. I didn't make a single penny. I lost more money than the money that I made. And, overall, very discouraged. However, if you guys know, I have a huge ego, so I wasn't that discouraged, if I'm going to be completely honest with you. However, for the normal person, I'm sure they would get depressed, because imagine working 4 months or 4 years to get something and not getting any type of results. So I guess on the outside, I act like I have a huge ego. I'm arrogant, but deep down inside, when I was younger, in high school, I was very sad because I didn't get any results, but I still believed in myself. And, that is when I started my clothing brand after I graduated from high school. So I'm going to explain kind of like the timeline on how long it took for me to get results in college for my business. So I started my business during the summer of high school to college. So that's like 4 months. And it took me 4 months to start it, and I didn't get any results. I think I got like 15 sales total. So I made like $300. So it's not a business, it's a hobby, obviously. So my whole game plan was to make a bunch of money in high school or in the summer and come to college as this guy that's successful, but obviously that did not happen. So I go to college as a freshman, and pretty much my freshman year, I had fun, obviously, but it was mainly getting good grades. So I had all A's and all B's. And obviously I never failed a single class when I was a freshman. I also, this is when I started my YouTube channel. So my first ever YouTube channel, and this kind of blew up. So I was focusing on that as well. So I was focusing on my business, clothing brand, and my YouTube channel. And this is kind of when I started to get into the info product space. So if you guys don't know, I have a school community, I have courses, Discord servers, etc. But I was not wanting to do this, okay? I didn't know this was a thing until people wanted to pay me money to help them. So kind of got thrown into this space, I'm not gonna lie. A lot of people think that I intentionally made my YouTube channel to, sell courses or products or things like that. But my first ever channel, okay? The reason why I started it was to get more sales for my brand. So I didn't really want to get into the space, but who literally says no to free money? Like, homeless people don't even do that, So why would I? So, people were willing to pay me money to help them. So I was like, why not? And that is kind of how I got started into, the Brand Academy, calls, clients, helping other people start their brand and scale it. Okay. So that's kind of an overview of freshman year. I also made an ebook. I think I hit 10K in sales in like 2 months, And after that, I just kind of stopped checking it or checking how much money I've made. But I think in total, I probably made like 20K off the ebook. Nothing crazy. It was $50. I was very hesitant to make it because, you know, it's a $50 ebook and people don't read in this generation. So I was like, will people actually buy this shit? And fortunately, some people actually did. So that's when I did it. I also had like a subscription Discord server. So way before school was even popular, I had like a Discord subscription where people would pay me monthly, but I stopped doing that because it was just annoying. And then I made a couple courses and I finally decided to work with clients one-on-one. So they pay me thousands of dollars instead of hundreds, and they get to work with me one-on-one. I did that for a minute, and then this was freshman year, by the way. And, you know, freshman year ended, okay? So freshman year ended, and by this point, I hit six figures. I didn't hit six figures yet, okay? Because I hit six figures during the summer of freshman to sophomore. But I was at like 30K in sales, okay? So I've been doing my clothing brand for like 8 to 9 months now. I hit like, I believe 30K in sales. This was like 2023, beginning of 2023. So TikTok was still popular for clothing brands. And as well as personally for me, like my YouTube channel was doing pretty well. I made a couple bucks here and there for like calls, my ebook, but that was pretty much it. Okay. So nothing crazy really. And, you know, during this time period, I'm gonna be honest with you, like I was working pretty hard because I was going back and forth to LA to pack orders, and I would ride the bus for 2 hours, like back and forth, just to go home and pack orders. And I did that like every single week pretty much. So I was working very hard. I didn't hang out as much as I should, or as normal freshmen usually do. And then the summer of, you know, the freshman year rolls around. So now is the summer, okay? So from freshman to sophomore, this is the summer between. And this is when I hit six figures, okay? So this is when I discover influencer marketing, okay? So by this point, I was not running any ads. I was only doing everything organically. So if you guys don't know, my ad account got restricted in the beginning and I couldn't figure it out. So I still don't fix it, but I eventually figure out what influencer marketing is, and I utilize that to my advantage, and I finally get a winning product. Okay, I get a winning product, and then from there, I go from 3K a month-ish at max, maybe 5K, to I believe 25K. So I pretty much 5x'd my revenue in 1 month. Okay, so that happened during the summer, and obviously, like I said earlier, I found out about influencer marketing. And influencer marketing is literally just sending it out to influencers and letting them wear it. But I didn't do that before because obviously, you know, I just did organic. So I did influencer marketing, and then from there, I was hitting like 20 to 30K per month consistently. And obviously, the summer between, you know, colleges, like summer break, is around 2 to 3 months. So I was able to hit six figures within 1 year of my business, and before I turned 20, so at 19. So at 19, I hit six figures, and pretty much from there, after that, I was consistently hitting 20 to 30K per month minimum, or usually around there. Obviously, if I didn't have inventory, I would maybe hit like 10K months. But if I had the inventory, I was hitting around 20 to 30K per month. And I was consistently hitting that for sophomore year. Okay, so sophomore year of college rolls around, and keep in mind, during this time period, nobody knows I have a business. Okay, so this is the thing. A lot of people are kind of confused on what I mean by this, because I tell people like, oh yeah, I kept it a secret. So pretty much what I did was, when I was a freshman, so when I first started my business, I would post pictures of me on top of packages, you know, with all my orders, and I would post it on my Instagram story. And I would have all my friends, literally every single person that I knew, slid up on my story. asking what that is. Do you have a business? Do you do drop shipping? Asking questions, and I would always just like downplay it or just not respond to them, okay? Or just say something else. And I did that for a while, okay? So obviously on the internet, I can do that. But in real life, you can't really do that, right? Because if somebody presses you, like, what do you do? What is that? What is that? I would never tell them. So me as a person in general, I'm pretty secretive. I look like I'm secretive, like mysterious. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, I don't really talk that much. So if somebody would ask me, I would just be like, no, I'm not telling you. And they can't say anything, right? So I did that for a while. So it was kind of hard because literally I had so many friends, especially girls, bro. Like the girlfriends that I had, like they were D1 interrogators, bro. So like they constantly asked me, and I would always find some sort of loophole, you know what I'm trying to say, to not answer. And, you know, obviously if you keep asking somebody about something and they never answer it, you just stop asking. So I did that for freshman year. And then sophomore year rolls around, and then this is when I hit 6 figures. I hit like 10K on Instagram. So if you guys don't know, I told myself that after I hit 6 figures, after I hit 10K, I'm gonna tell everybody about my business. But, you know, I hit those, you know, results already. And then in my personal head, I'm just like, okay, but 6 figures is not even that much. 10K is still nothing. Like, you know what I'm trying to say? Like I was like, pretty much I didn't tell anybody. Okay, that's the point I'm trying to make. So by this point, most people know that I have a business, but they don't know what I'm exactly doing. Some people know that I have a clothing brand, but they don't know exactly what it's called because I was gatekeeping it. And I did that for a while. I was hitting 20 to 30K per month, and I buy my first ever car around the end of sophomore year. Okay, so around the end of sophomore year, or I guess the middle, I finally buy my first ever car. It happens to be a 2024 Tesla Model 3. And from there, I just drive back to LA back and forth every single week pretty much. So, you know, before that, I would ride the bus and I would only go like maybe once every 2 weeks. But because I have a car now, you know, I could drive back whenever I want. I would drive back every weekend. I'm not even kidding. So literally every single weekend I would drive back to LA. It's a 4-hour drive, you know, back in there. Technically 6 hours if you charge, you know, me charging the car, or if you count me charging the car and everything like that. But yeah, so 6 hours every single weekend, go back and forth, pack orders, come back. Okay. And I don't know how I did that. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like looking back now, I don't know how I did that, but I somehow did. And I did that for the rest of sophomore year. Okay. And a lot of people are curious, like, why did you go back and forth to LA? Like, why didn't you just bring everything, like all your inventory, to San Diego, which is where my school is at? And to answer your question, I was living at the dorms. Okay, so I was living on campus, my freshman and my sophomore year. So I literally couldn't like have an inventory space because I couldn't get the bulk orders, obviously, because I can't get the bulk orders to campus. You know, it doesn't make sense. So that's the reason why I went back and forth to LA. And then, you know, from there, I was hitting around 20 to 30K, and 2024 rolls around. Okay. And this is the year of the change that happens to my life, I guess. Or what did I just say? Year of the change? Okay. That shit was corny as fuck. But okay, pretty much this is the year that a lot of change happened to me and my business and just my personal brand, everything like that. So 2024 rolls around, and before 2024 starts, the end of 2023, I scroll through TikTok and I find one video, okay? I'm not going to say who it is, but a lot of you guys would probably have heard of him, okay? He's pretty popular. But he's this influencer, right? And he starts a clothing brand, okay? And he hits like $100,000 in 3 months or something like that. In 1 month, by the way. So he starts his business. By the way, this guy's an influencer. He's really famous. So, you know, obviously it's easier. It's a cheat code for him. However, he started his business because, you know, at the time, my goal and my dream was to hit 100K a month. That was the number one goal that I had because I was never close to it. So, you know, I'm scrolling to TikTok. I see some guy, okay, some famous influencer talking to the video saying that he made $100,000 in, like, I don't know, an hour or something like that with his business, with his clothing brand. And he started his business 3 months ago, and I'm like a year and a half in, you know what I'm trying to say? So I saw that video, and dude, like, I was so pissed, you don't understand, because this guy, just because he's an influencer, just because he put his face on the internet, he made $100,000 in 3 months. Okay, in 1 month technically, but he's only been doing it for 3 months, and I've been doing this for like a year and a half, and I'm barely hitting 20-30K per month, right? So I was so pissed. I saved the video. I still have the video in my camera roll, and I told myself 2024 I'm gonna start a personal brand. Okay, that is the reason why I started it, was because of that one video. Obviously at the time there were a lot of other clothing brand owners making TikToks, like helpful videos, but I would watch all of them, and I'd be like, bro, like, this guy's trash. He's not funny. There's not that much information. It's not entertaining. It's boring. Like, I would watch all these other clothing brand owners make content on YouTube or TikTok, and it's just boring, bro. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, this is my competition, bro. You feel me? So that's the way I thought, and that's the reason why I started it. So 2024 rolls around, and you know, at this time, or before 2024 actually starts, because that is when I start my personal brand, you know, the end of 2023, I have a couple clients, you know, I have Discord server, but I'm not really, you know, doing client work too much, to be honest with you. Like, it's not that deep. But, you know, obviously after I started my personal brand, my clients have doubled, tripled, I think, in terms of how many people decided to sign with me. So 2024 rolls around, and this is when I start my TikTok, okay? And when it comes to TikTok, I don't think you guys understand. In my personal opinion, in my head, I thought I was gonna get a viral video right away, because I'm saying so much valuable sauce. Like, it'd be stupid not to get a viral video. You know what I'm trying to say? So that's the way I thought about it. So I posted a couple of videos. It didn't go viral. And I was confused. I was like, okay, why is it not going viral? So I made a new account. I made another new account, posted the same videos. It's not going viral. So in my head, I'm just like, okay, what's the problem? I'm confused. I'm giving out game that people would pay for. Okay, because keep in mind, people would pay me, you know, an hour, a call for like an hour, a couple $100s. And I'm giving this out for free. And I'm not getting any views. So I'm just like, okay, what is going on? So I keep doing the new account method, but I realized like this exact same thing happened for my TikTok, for my clothing brand. So I was like, all right, you know what? I'm just gonna choose one account and keep posting. I don't care how long it takes for me to get a raw video. Numbers game, bro. You know what I'm trying to say? So, you know, nothing easy comes to me in life. You know, a lot of you guys might think that I just got a viral video just like that. Or obviously even now, I'm not anything famous or anything, but, you know, I have a couple thousand followers, but, you know, a lot of you guys think that I got that just cause, you know, but, nah, like I put in a lot of work. So 2024 rolls around, and pretty much this is my exact schedule for my personal brand. Okay. So I would have school, work the whole entire day, obviously. And then after that, it'd be like 9 o'clock. Okay. It'd be like 9 o'clock. And then from there, what I would do is I would go to a local library, or like, I don't know, it's not a library, but it's like a little building where you can study on campus. And I would go there at 9 o'clock. At 9 o'clock, like exactly every single day. I would scooter there with my scooter, go up the stairs to some study area where nobody is there, and I would record TikToks literally for 3 to 4 hours straight. Okay. And I would do that every single day for, I believe, 2 months, a month. Like, I don't know exactly. I do know that I posted over 265 videos before I got one video to hit like 10K. Okay. Which is crazy, because every single video that I post on TikTok is at least 3 minutes long, and each video takes at least 10 minutes for me to record because, I mess up, I might stutter, I need to think about video ideas. So do the math, okay? 265 times 10, 2,600 or 2,650 minutes spent just recording TikToks. And I had literally 100 followers, okay? So if you guys are not willing to do that, I mean, like, I'm your competition, bro. Like, you know what I'm trying to say? Okay, anyways, that's beside the point. But yeah, so pretty much I would record 3 to 4 times per day. I actually recorded this on my personal iPhone because I was recording videos for my personal self to look back on. But I was like saying in the video, I'm just like, bro, like I'm going to this fucking study spot every single day, recording for 3 hours, but I'm getting literally no views. I don't know if this is gonna be worth it. Like I was literally saying that while I was riding my scooter going back home. So at 9 o'clock, I would go scooter, record TikToks for 3 to 4 hours, scooter back, and sleep, and then I would wake up and I would have class, school, work, whatever. So I did that for a couple months, and then I finally got like one video to hit like 10K, and then after that I was averaging at least like 1,000 views per video. But the fun fact is that I think I got shadow banned literally like 6 times. So yeah, if you guys don't believe me, just literally go to my TikTok account and just scroll through everything, bro. And you would see that there's moments where I only get like 200-300 views, and that is when I get shadow banned. So the only way that I actually overcame it was just by keep posting constantly. So it's just like work, consistency, and eventually, obviously I got over the shadow ban. So I did that for a while, and then a couple months later, I finally started my YouTube channel, which is the main channel that I have, Dooley. And if you guys don't know what Dooley means, actually, a lot of people have questions about that. Actually, nobody gives a shit, but Dooley is like a Korean character. It's like in a cartoon show. It's kind of like Curious George, but a Korean version. So it's like a Korean cartoon character's name, okay? And it was like my favorite cartoon growing up when I was young, so that's the reason why I just called it Dooley. But anyways, yeah, so this is when I started my YouTube channel, and my first video gets a couple thousand views. But long formatted videos of me explaining step by step on how to do something, it's kind of hard for me to not go viral. So I think the third video, it hit like 100K views or something like that. And then that is kind of where like it kind of went, it kind of started like the little thing of me posting on my YouTube channel. So yeah, so that is pretty much my journey when it comes to the personal brand. As far as my business goes, I decided to rebrand it during the summer. So after sophomore year ended, I decided to rebrand my clothing brand because, I was sick of it. I didn't like, the brand. I didn't like the products. I was very lazy, not consistent. I wouldn't drop anything. I was just like, I don't know. I was just not passionate enough. And, I decided to rebrand. Okay. So this is 2024 2024. I decided to rebrand around August. Okay. I decided to rebrand. And after I decided to rebrand, I document all my journey on my main channel. And from there, I decided to rebrand. First month, 20K, second month, 20K. I was losing more money than I was making money. I felt broke, because I didn't have a lot of cash flow, and I was spending so much money on inventory, on ads. And eventually I figured something out, which if you guys want to know what I figured out, it's on my main channel. I literally explain it. But I figured it out, and then from there, I hit like 60K last 2 months ago. I hit 100K last month. Okay, so all of this is recent because obviously 2024 just ended. But yeah, that's pretty much my journey so far as while I'm doing this in college. Also, I forgot to mention, around sophomore year, I just stopped caring about school. So I don't care about school. I failed way too many classes than I can count on my fingers. Don't care about school. I just go to class sometimes to learn stuff. Like all the classes I'm taking right now are just like business related, But even then, like, I don't care because it's not going to help me. But, you know, I guess it doesn't hurt to learn a little bit more. And yeah, so that is pretty much my journey so far. I know a lot of you guys are curious on my personal side of this, but you know, you guys have to understand that, like, yes, I might bitch at you. Yes, I might, you know, say arrogant stuff. Yes, I might have an ego, but I've genuinely worked hard to get to this position. You know, I doubt that most of you guys watching this video have worked similar, even on a similar level to me. And you know, everything I said in this video, like, I didn't even explain all the hard parts. You know, I kind of explained it as if everything just went up and up and up. I didn't even explain the hardships because, you know, obviously who cares about that? People only care about the results. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. It's past my bedtime. I'm so tired. I'll see you guys in the next video.